Rolling.
It's a first in over 20.
You recognize this young man? We're on location with Graeme, cameraman Karen Reese, and the Jeep Gladiator. What are we doing here? Well, over there, all by itself, is the brand new Dodge Challenger Hellcat, the Redeye edition. Well, Dodge Canada phoned up and said, hey, Brad, we'd love someone from Motoring TV to drive the car. Well, Graeme always gets first dibs, but Graeme said, Brad, thanks, but no thanks. Well, I had to come out here and find out why.
If you think about it, it's based on an old platform using older technology, so it is beyond its best by date. Yes, it's got a whack of horsepower, and the supercharger pumps the same amount of air as a 2.4 litre inline four-cylinder engine. They're running that thing, they're saying about 700 plus horsepower. It takes about 80 horsepower to run the supercharger, so you can imagine how powerful that engine is. It is a dynamite ride in a straight line. You kind of tiptoe through corners.
Now, when a car company loans us a vehicle, there are very few rules except don't wreck it and return it with a full tank of gas. Well, with a car that has almost 800 horsepower, there are a few rules. One, please don't take it to a racetrack, and please don't do any burnouts. Well, wait, don't touch that dial. You know, when they brought back this nameplate back in 2008, we bumped into a guy who drives for Dodge, and we said, hey, could you do a few burnouts for us? Watch. Whoa, not bad.
I think it was the right decision to bring it back because they really didn't have a decision not to make. With the Mustang coming along and the Camaro doing its thing, they had to have something in there to compete. And after all, if you go back to the beginning of time, it was all about the muscle car, and they each had a muscle car and they ran head to head. They used to run them in stock car, NASCAR and all the rest of it. Fast forward to today, I don't know that there's still a lot of people are into pure muscle.
Corvette's gone to a mid-engine. Do you ever see that happening with the pony cars?
No. The reason being is there's nowhere to put it. I mean, they could sacrifice the back seat, but you know, no, they can't. A muscle car, engine up front, and it's like a traditional wagon and horses. The engine is the horses, the driver sits at the front of the wagon with the reins controlling the horsepower, and what else is there is behind you. That's the way a muscle car works.
The bottom line on this new Hellcat, it is what it is. It is a muscle car. And as Graeme says, it goes in a straight line like stink. Sure, it's not precision driving, but hey, who's going to be getting up in the morning looking for a parking lot with a bunch of pylons? This car is all about having fun, and I've been grinning ever since I picked it up. Now, like the Corvette, will the pony car go mid-engine? I agree with Graeme again. Owners of the Challenger, the Mustang, and the Camaro, they like the engine where it's been for many, many years, right in front of them. And who's going to argue with that?